in focus. Today we are having a very special guest with us, Professor Rohit Swarup. He is our visiting faculty at Jackson for Design Thinking and Innovation and Incubation Program Practice course. He is also having his own ventures, Explora Education Private Limited, about which we will know further into interview. Hello, sir.
Right.
Thank you for being our guest today.
Thank you. Pleasure.
I'm very excited to interview you. So diving right into the questions, what's your journey behind becoming a teacher? What motivated you to pursue a career in teaching?
So basically, when we started, we had an option to be in development activity as well as nurturing talent. When we had our own firm, we realized that India needs talented people to serve the industry, and that brought us into teaching. And over these years, contributing to the young of the nation is most satisfying to build a workforce of the future and people with the right attitude and spirit.
That's very nice. What was the concept behind starting Explora Education Center?
Yeah, so we 25 years back, we were a development unit that was into content development. We needed people for our own company, and so we took a small group of people and trained them. Interestingly, out of 20 people, 18 got jobs at other places. So it told us that we are doing the right thing, but the model is not correct. We are training and people are going to other places. So why don't we start our own training separate profit center? So that's how the Explora Education Private Limited came into being.
So after 9 years with Explora, you introduced Future Explore.
Yes.
Can you please explain more about it?
Yeah, so Explora focused on employment generation and programs that led to employment. We also, while delivering those programs, realized that beyond giving employment, employability is also a factor. So when we looked at employability, we felt that if we can contribute to K-12 education, which is school children, and get them the right kind of skill, competence and thinking, then they could contribute equally well for themselves as better employable in the future. So that's why we call it Futures Explored, because we want building youngsters for the future.
Okay. So what challenges have you faced in balancing your teaching responsibilities with your entrepreneurial pursuits, and how have you overcome them?
Yeah, so it's an interesting proposition, because when we talk of business models, sometimes they involve things like profitability, they involve things like scaling up, they involve things like the right quality of team members that teach. When we look at business, sometimes business and education are seen in different lights, but for me, I believe in modern day they go hand in hand. What I mean is, a good education model, if it has to sustain and scale over a period of time and for masses, should also have the right kind of a business framework. And therefore, I think it became a very organic thing while we were iterating against what we are offering in education and how we can sustain and reach the masses through the right business model. So that's always the challenge between the two, but I think it gets resolved if we are able to serve each segment correctly.
So I have faced is that you are having a wide array of knowledge about the industry. How do you stay updated on industry trends and integrate them into your teaching methodologies?
Yeah, so we have certain interesting practices. For example, every year there are 3 unique activities we perform. One of them is that hold a forum with we conduct a forum where we invite latest research in education that's happening. The second one is with the industry, where we map the need of the industry, the changing need, and how are they addressing that at the learning and development level. And the third one is that we take a lot of young people right from the school, higher education and corporate, and work with them to support them in building newer models. So through supporting them, we are able to ourselves remain abreast with the knowledge that's taking place, and this is across the world.
So that's a very different kind of approach So the next question to you is, in 2012, you became managing trustee at Innovation and Research Foundation. Can you please tell us more about this one?
Yeah, so in 2012, we were beginning to get government projects which are supporting state government as well as certain projects at the Niti Aayog, which required an organization which is more of a trust than a for-profit organization. So when we ventured into not-for-profit organization, we created a trust where our objectives were to have a bigger impact on the Indian and the global masses through education. But that part we kept it separate because the objectives of those organizations were not for profit. They were more for enhancing the impact upon different sections of the society.
Sir, can you share with us the highlights of your 25-year journey of experience?
Yeah, I would sum that up into 3 highlights. One, there is no substitute to hard work. The second is that while we perform the hard work, we should also always look to find innovative ways to make our working more efficient and effective. And the third is that while we engage into these activities, we should also be relevant to the time and to what we are doing. For example, the world changes very fast. So are we able to change ourselves and adapt and be meaningful to the people that we are serving?
So that was about the past. So can you please give some advice to the budding entrepreneurs of the present and future?
Yeah, so the entrepreneurial traits remain same throughout the history. They have not changed. Like things like passion, things like taking risk, things like doing things because we believe in them, not accepting status quo. These are some of the things. However, the context of the businesses have changed. For example, we have seen the rise of emerging tech. How will technology impact? How will changing human needs impact the sustainable goals of the world? So I would say that while we look at entrepreneurial traits, we should also be comfortable and familiar with business trends that are taking place, with technology trends and the need of humans. If we are able to constantly iterate through these in future, the solutions will be meaningful.
Your interview with you was very insightful. Thank you for joining us. Guys, if you found this video useful to you, please do consider subscribing, press the bell icon and for the notification, and do like, share and comment.